walking with a purpose. Every step is intentional. Laced up tight, the mission's unconventional. From the court to the mic, yeah, the vision is biblical. Welcome to the show, yeah, this is Laced Wit Purpose. Let's go! Check the kicks, they clean, but the walk is cleaner. Mindset on the prize, couldn't be no keener. Daily discipline, building up my demeanor. Iron sharpens iron, spirit gets a little meaner. From the hardwood to the booth, it's the same crossover.
Welcome back for another episode of Laced Wit Purpose. I'm your boy J4.
Joey Bags in the building.
And we're going to just jump into it. A packed March already. We started the March with a men's conference we went to out in Delaware.
Man on Fire was the theme.
And we actually had kicked off a new series, that our Laced on the Road series that you might have saw, featuring some of our good brothers that was out at the conference.
Mm-hmm. It was our brother Tony Barr, you know, with his style and his persona and everything that he brings to the table. My brother Omega, who also has a dope business, Omega Cycles, and our brother Terrell, Moore & Sons Barbershop. But we'll get into that at the end of this episode.
So, talking about that conference, you know, there's a lot of laced-in moments, a lot of purpose-driven discussion. Mm-hmm. What did you think about the conference, and what did you get out of it?
I mean, this year, you know, they were talking about being a man on fire and not letting your fire burn out.
Right.
You know, but I think for me this year was understanding where I was at in my walk with my wife and in my marriage. I'm not sure which speaker said it, but it was more about submitting to God. And by you submitting to God, things will change.
Yeah.
And in that moment, what I got out of that, clearly I heard the Lord tell me that the reason why my wife is not fully submitting to me is because I'm not fully submitting to him. And right after that, I called her and we had that conversation, and I broke down in tears, let's be honest, because the impact that it had on me made me understand what I need to be doing. I have to keep my fire lit at all times.
That was a powerful nugget, yeah. Mm-hmm. That submission to God and building that biblical alignment. Mm-hmm. I think one of the other touch points that I heard, and I think we talked about it earlier, was going to the grave empty.
Yes.
You know, so being able to get all your purpose out, mm-hmm. And that's not only your marriage, mm-hmm. but even what you're meant to do in your calling. Yeah. So, you know, aligning those, you know, building that with your marriage, and Brother Tony Barr speaks about this as the constant proposal mm-hmm. to your wife and to your mate, so that's amplified. Yeah. You know, a woman's nature is to multiply.
Absolutely.
You know, to give birth. So that constant proposal feeds back into mm-hmm. your purpose, your calling, and allows you to go to the grave empty.
And here's the funny thing, though, right? For years within my marriage, it was hard for me to be vulnerable in front of her. Mm. So it wasn't until, like you said, I picked up the phone and I called Tony and I was like, listen, I'm struggling with this. He was like, what do you mean? I'm struggling with learning how to be vulnerable in front of her. She'll ask me, what do I need? How can I help? What can I do? And I'm like, I got to put on this persona. I'm the man. I got this. I'm going to do this. But the moment I sat down with her and I said, listen, I'm struggling with this, that, and the other. And she said, okay, let's get it together. From that day forward, I think we just been smooth sailing, because now that's a weight off of my shoulder that I'm allowed to just have, and I can cry in front of her. I could be that vulnerable that I need help.
And recognizing that's your helpmate.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, as long as they're biblically aligned with you on that, mm-hmm. you know, you do get that help. But
absolutely.
Sometimes you do feel the need as a man to carry that heavy load. Mm-hmm. But, you know, once you're able to release that vulnerability, mm-hmm. it builds a stronger connection.
So how many years have you been going to the men's conference?
This is my second
year. So in your 2 years being down there, what do you like the most out of the conference?
I will say it's the discussion, and then hearing, like, I would say our bishop comes on fire at the conference. So,
definitely.
His word at the conference just takes on a different meaning, mm-hmm. knowing that he's connecting to a group of men that mm-hmm. that want to, you know, open up that way. But, you know, the speakers that come mm-hmm. Are amazing. And, you know, I remember last year, not this previous year, the whole conversation around decide mm-hmm. and that whole piece of side. Like, a decision is you're killing options.
Yes,
You know,
yes,
so
yes,
whatever option you
yes.
go with, you're killing the opposite one. That was so strong that made me say, like, I'm coming back for more of this. But you know, really, it's that brotherhood, and that connection. You know, we not only go to these sessions during the day, we hang out, may hit up the mall or two, but it builds a brotherhood and a connection that I feel a lot of men need
Right.
and build upon. So, yeah, it's one of the things I look forward to it now
Right.
coming up.
So I've been going for like four years now, I believe, straight. And I think for me, one of the things that really hit hard is I, of course, enjoy Bias Al Bishop.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think I enjoy Dr. Gregory Seaton,
Oh yeah.
where he brings the psychology and the
Oh,
scripture
yes.
together. And what it does is it expands our mindset to look at it from a different point of view.
100%.
That now I see it this way. Okay, I just see the biblical version. So I see what John, David, Paul went through. But now let's get into the mental aspect of why they reacted and how come I react this way to certain things that really, like, wow, it flips the switch.
Yeah,
And it
that's
makes
true.
you start thinking outside the box now. So that's like I said, bias, Bishop, of course, but hearing Dr. Seaton, bring forth the word on that level really hits at a different level for me.
Yeah. And the other thing is, when we met the prophet,
Mm-hmm.
when they come, how spot on. I've never seen
Right.
something like that take a place, but just us having a conversation last year
Oh yeah.
at lunch, and then the prophet coming up to you is basically reiterating everything from what we were talking about was just one of the amazing moments of last year, and then we saw it again this year,
Yeah.
and so it's a great moment, especially for the brotherhood of men, but also for the families in general, because
Absolutely.
we have those night sessions where everybody comes together. So it's really a whole family event that's just phenomenal.
That I actually love the part of like the last night when your wife comes down or the whole family
Yeah.
comes down and our Bishop John and our Apostle Haskell, they pray over our families. They pray over everything, and it's like we're in alignment, we're in agreement with everything, and it keeps us going for the next year.
Yeah.
So I think the highlight is when you get those first 3 days, it's just you with your brethren, and then your spouse comes down, or even your kids come down, and you can have that moment with them, where they can share that experience. That hits on a different level as well.
Definitely does. Yeah. And shout out to Prevailing Church,
Yes.
Apostle Haskell, as well as Bishop John, who keep this connected every year. It's an amazing conference, so we look forward to going next year.
Next year, here we come.
Yep. And we'll probably have some more Laced In on the Roads out there, the feature.
You know what I think would be dope though too? Not only do we do Laced on the Road, but we do a soul purpose moment.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
So after every service, we try to grab a brother and say, what was that soul purpose, that moment that hit you in that service?
Yeah.
Whether it be a word or whether it be just God speaking to you in that moment, what hit you?
That's it.
So now we're going to add that to it.
We're going to add that to it.
Soul purpose moment. Check out for that one too.
And one thing coming soon, we're going to be handing out and starting some Soul Purpose cards.
Yes.
So we've been running the Soul Purpose series on our social media channels, but we're going to actually turn those into cards that are collectible. And, the first person that collects, I think we said all 12 apostles will get you a Laced In t-shirt. So look out for that coming soon. So let's switch gears a little bit.
Let's do it.
Let's jump into. There's a lot happening in sports in March.
Yeah.
Right now.
Hold on. I don't mean to stop you abruptly, but yes, we're in the month of March, and yes, we're in the sports world. But before we jump to the sports, I just got to ask you one quick question.
Okay.
What did you lace in this month? What's brand new? What did you touch upon this month into the sneaker world before we get to the sports, big bro?
So I forget the name of them.
Okay.
But at the conference, I ended up getting, I think the black OG Jordan 1s.
Oh yes.
The
yes,
ones
yes.
that the color takes shape over time
Yes,
as you wear them.
Uh-huh.
So they came in most recently,
Okay.
and I just ordered a pair of Java Rats custom that I'm waiting to come in. So
Okay.
they've been my 2 pickups for March.
Okay. So, all right, let's get into sports.
Well, first of all, you gonna come at me when I picked up. How about yourself? What you pick up this year?
Well, I did something for the wife.
So that's the excuse.
That's the excuse. You gotta hit them up with, you like these? Okay, let's get them together. But no, for her, my wife is like a '90s baby. So anything that's '90s, she loves the style, the clothing, the music, all of that. So when the '95 neon greens came out, I was searching everywhere for me, but I was like, you know what? Let me get them for her. So when we was down there, I picked those up for her. But prior to going down there, I did pick up the all black Charles Barkley's.
Oh yeah,
34 years.
Yeah,
so I did get something for myself, but I did take care of my wifey as well. So
see, there you go.
There we go.
Twofer.
There you go. So we gonna get around to everything, but we gotta let y'all know what we picked up each month, if we pick some up each month.
There you go. Yes, we do. Yeah.
So let's go into sports.
Sports. So kicking off, we're in March Madness right now.
Yes.
My team, Duke, looks like they're on a path to win it all, which I'm excited for.
Yeah, they ain't have to beat on St. John's like that. I mean, we hung in there as long as we could.
Try, yeah.
I do like Syracuse because I am from New York, but because St. John was representing, I had to go with St. John. And last time I think they was even in the Sweet 16 was in the late and early 90s. So just to see them get that far with Coach Pitino was like really exciting. They held their own until the last 5 minutes.
5 minutes, yeah.
They were up 69-63.
They were.
They were up. And for them to be a bad 3-point shooting team, they shot the 3 ball pretty well.
Yes, they did.
And I was in the house crossing fingers like they're about to upset them. And anybody that knows me knows I love a good upset. I don't mind. If you're a good team, you're a great team, regardless.
Sure. I was worried.
Listen, I would have had some bragging rights on this episode, but we gotta humble ourselves.
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, March Madness is it's good to see those young brothers and young ladies go out there and hoop at a whole nother level. Because it's win or go home.
And I'm sorry, I feel like the ladies play harder than the men.
That Notre Dame game that the ladies played yesterday, I was in a barbershop getting
Got that lace glow, girl, shining like a diamond.
laced, and we was watching that game. We literally, everybody in the shop stopped at the last 5 minutes watching that game. How intense that game was, because it was a phenomenal game. Even if you don't like basketball, because of the intensity, like it drew you in. And you had no other choice but to sit there and really enjoy it.
Yeah, you had to. Yeah, so the other game that was a couple of upsets with Houston and Tennessee not making it forward. So it's going to be interesting to see how this Final Four looks because my bracket was busted. I think the first game. But you know, that's what's upcoming.
I didn't. This year I actually didn't do a bracket because it literally breaks after the first week, the first day.
To me, it's just ritualistic. Yeah, just for you know it's going to break. That's why it's called March Madness. I don't think if anyone ever gets a perfect bracket, we'll have to question their profit.
Their profit. I do know for a fact that there were 2 remaining brackets that were still up.
Oh wow!
Now I don't know if that has changed. We can do our research and look that up.
Yeah, we can.
But I do know that there was still legit 2 brackets that were still up.
That's impressive.
So, I mean, if you out there and you watch this episode, hit us up. Let us know. We would love to holler at you on how you chose that bracket.
Yeah. So changing gears a little bit.
Okay.
NFL, a lot of contracts were signed over the last month.
Yes.
One of my favorites for the Broncos.
Yeah, I bet.
Was Jaden Waddle coming to the Broncos from the Dolphins. But the Eagles made some nice.
We made some moves. I mean, AJ's still on the team for what it's worth. AJ's still on the team for what it's worth. This is not an edit. This is what I just said.
But you secured some of your defensive players, and
I mean, we re-signed Jordan Davis, who I really am glad that we re-signed.
yeah.
We did lose Jalen Phillips. I felt like I would never say a player got overpaid because this is a profession. This is their livelihood.
Oh, yeah.
And they are worth every amount because they do put their bodies on the line and everything that they do for our entertainment purposes.
Sure.
So, but I do feel like he did get a lot.
Yeah.
I would have
some of
loved
these
to keep
contracts
him.
are wild.
Yeah, I would have loved to have keep him. N'Kobe, he didn't get as much. I felt like we could have kept him, but I think with them drafting Jahad Campbell in the first round,
Yeah.
it was like, okay, we got to give him a chance. But N'Kobe's deal was, I think, a 2-year deal.
Yeah.
So there is a possibility that he can come back after those 2 years.
Yeah, sure.
But, for what it's worth, we did sign Elijah Moore, Hollywood Brown.
Yep.
We got Damian Pierce. So we did pick up some pieces that are good training camp pieces that they could make
keep
the
y'all
team.
stable.
Keep us stable. Hopefully June 1st, Howie will let us know if we keep in AJ. I would love to keep him, but
Howie always got something up his sleeve.
he does. He does.
You never know what's going to happen around the corner.
But see, I think, and I'm not just saying this because we podcast brothers, but I really do believe that Jalen Waddle trade was a sneaky big trade because I think Buffalo wanted him,
Yeah.
but they didn't want to give up a pick for him.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was crazy because Josh Allen needed a wide receiver.
And the crazy part for the Broncos is that set our entire offense. Bo Nix coming back with the re-signing J.K. Dobbins. So, with adding Waddle, with Sutton and Franklin, I'm looking forward to the year. And Mims. Our backfield, we ready to go.
Now,
So
who was the one that told you about Franklin?
yeah, you did.
I told like no, but that was my guy.
Yeah.
I had him in fantasy too. But yeah. Also, let's go back into the sports. I know with football, if my memory serves me correct, Adam Schefter of ESPN did put out a tweet that this year I think the NFL contracts was like a $2.6 billion.
Yeah.
That was signed this year alone.
Yeah.
Did you see what the Dolphins did though? They're in the hole.
Yeah.
$175 million because they got rid of everybody.
Yeah. Tyreek Hill, all the
just to rebuild.
That's costing them.
That's wild.
And the thing about it is that's over a few years. They got to keep paying what's called that garbage contract. The Broncos did a while back. I say Brock Osweiler was one of the biggest swindlers in the world. That's 70. I think it was $74 million, and then he wasn't even there 2 years, and then he was out the league within 3 and still getting guaranteed payment. That was just wild.
Look at Peyton, not Peyton. Russell.
Yeah.
$80 million cap hit.
Yeah.
$80 million.
And they're looking at potentially bringing him back to the Broncos on a small stipend amount for a year.
Let's get into baseball.
Yeah, baseball opening night kicked off.
Yes.
The Phillies, Mets, Yankees.
The Mets they look good.
They did. They 1-0 right now.
Let me tell you something, brother. Let me tell you something. I think to open the game, they're about to start in a little bit for the game 2. But if our offense can get at pitchers early like that, we got Paul Skeens out in the first inning, and he was a Cy Young Award winner, 2-time All-Star. He played in the World Baseball Classic.
Yeah.
Oh, side note: if you are not a baseball fan, the World Baseball Classic will introduce you to some great baseball. Because you get to see these guys play for their countries and the excitement. Like, those games are not boring at all.
Yeah. They get engaged.
They get engaged, like you said, and to see guys who may not get a chance at the big leagues yet to get to play to represent their countries, like, that is an amazing thing to watch and to see. So
definitely is. I wasn't able to catch a couple of the games. I was out sick a little bit, but I did catch the open night of the Phillies. Baseball kicking off really nicely. I would say the way to get back, and I fell off of baseball for years, but the way to jumpstart back into it, just go see a game.
Yes.
Usually you can get cheap tickets to a game depending on the market, but you just have to go see it and become engaged. Unfortunately, the one that kicked me back in was a Phillies game that ended up going to like 14 innings.
Wow, you joined that game.
Right, I was just like, I gotta go to work in the morning. So, but that definitely baseball kicks you off right into that. And this is a great year for sports, especially if you're in the city of Philadelphia with America 250. There's a lot of games. NCAA tournament was here, but also the World Soccer tournaments are here.
Yep. The All-Star game,
and the baseball All-Star game will be here. So it's a lot of great events happening in the city of Philadelphia.
We already got our tickets.
Yeah,
Me and wifey got our tickets.
Oh,
That's
nice.
Phillies in June.
Yeah.
Already, she got a Lindor jersey. Eli got his Lindor jersey.
There you go. That's
Got my Soto.
laced in already.
We ready to go. Got them tickets early.
That's awesome. So what else? Looking forward to the NFL draft coming up.
Yes.
That's in a couple weeks.
Yes.
So we'll be reporting on that probably in the next episode. And then coming up really soon this weekend, we'll be at SneakerCon.
SneakerCon in Philadelphia, Laced Wit Purpose. We're gonna be laced in on the road. Y'all gonna see us and some stuff coming up. You know what I mean? Did merchandise.
Yeah.
Merchandise. We're gonna have some merch coming soon. Be on the lookout for that.
Yeah. T-shirts dropping, laces dropping.
Mugs, coffee mugs are dropping. So just be on the lookout for that. What else? Oh, we got some other interviews coming up. We're going to do a double podcast with our brothers. Be on the lookout for that coming up. I ain't gonna shout them out right now, but they know who they are. Much love. Mets and Noah. I'm just what is... I got a question. This is a random moment. This is a random laced-in moment. What is your favorite throwback football jersey?
Ooh, favorite throwback football jersey. It would have to be, I don't know if it's a throwback at this point, but I do have the Randall Cunningham. But I would even take it back further. I would get an old school William the Fridge jersey. That's when I was an Eagles fan. So most of you don't know this. I was an Eagles fan for years, up until 1994, when Randall Cunningham was no longer the quarterback of the Eagles. So that's when I became a little bit of a floater and then ended up on the Broncos. But yeah, I would say my throwbacks would be in that Eagles fan. So either Jerome Brown or William Perry.
Because the reason why I asked you, because I was online just looking at throwback jerseys. And what caught my eye was they had a Steve McNair Houston Oilers jersey.
Yeah.
When they rocked those joints back then before they became the Titans. That powder blue with that beige and burgundy.
I don't know if my brother-in-law has it, but I know he would want that.
Yeah,
so,
that's a fire joint.
What about you? What's your throwback one?
That was it, right?
That was it. You did a Houston. Okay.
It's something about it. It stood out.
Yeah.
I'm not a flashy person, but it was something like that jersey was just like it. Like you got, of course, I'm a Eagles fan, of course, Kelly Green, but that's basic. Let's just call it what it is.
Okay.
That Houston Oilers joint, it just popped. It just says something like, "Yo, we here."
Yeah.
So that's what it was for me. Was that joint?
Okay. I think that wraps up. Like I said, we'll be at SneakerCon. We'll do some interviews out there, and I think that wraps up this episode. So, thank you guys for tuning in. Stay tuned for either Laced In on the Roads or any other posts, especially with the Sole Purpose. And that's a wrap.
Check us out: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Apple, Spotify, TikTok. We are on every platform. Shout us out. Let us know. Hit us up in the comments. We want to hear from y'all. What subjects y'all want to talk about? What sneakers y'all want to talk about? What laced in fits you want to talk about? Just hit us up. We would love to chop it up with y'all and have those discussions. All right. And one day we just may go live. So just hit us up and let us know what y'all think. Hit us up in the comments. Laced in family, Joey Bags.
J4.
Peace.
And next up, you'll see a moment from our sponsors.
When you ride, you can't play about performance. At Omega Cycles, it's more than just service. It's having real ones who understand the culture, the ride, and what your bike needs to stay solid. From maintenance to custom builds, they take their time to make sure it's done right. No shortcuts, no guesswork. Just clean work you can trust. Whether you're tuning up or upgrading, pull up and get right. Follow Omega Cycles on Facebook. Omega Cycles. Stay ready, stay rolling. Listen, it's more than a haircut. It's an experience. At Moore & Sons Barbershop, every client gets real care. It's a partnership, creating sharp looks that last long after you've left the chair. No gimmicks, no overpriced hype, just quality cuts and real attention. Ready to level up your look? Moore & Sons got you. You can follow them on Instagram at Moore & Sons Barber Page. Stay sharp, stay clean, stay laced.
Yeah, we walking with a purpose. Every step is intentional. Laced up tight, the mission's unconventional. From the court to the mic, yeah, the vision is biblical. Welcome to the show, yeah, this is Laced Wit Purpose. Let's go! Check the kicks, they clean, but the walk is cleaner. Mindset on the prize, couldn't be no keener. Daily discipline, building up my demeanor. Iron sharpens iron, spirit gets a little meaner. From the hardwood to the booth, it's the same crossover.
Yeah, stay laced for his glory. Oh my goodness, that's not it.